Okay, let's not keep our next guest waiting any longer. He is making his long-awaited UFC debut on Saturday. He won the Contender Series fight that he had back in August, got his chance, punched his ticket, and I've been hearing, truth be told, about this young man for quite some time. Who was I hearing about him from? I was hearing about him from the American Gangster himself, from your friend and mine, the bad guy, Chael Sonnen. This young man is the biggest Chael Sonnen fan out there on the planet. He has been writing to Chael since he was about 14 years of age. He is 26 now, and he has been, looking up to him and asking for advice, and Chael's putting him over on social media. And he climbed the ranks, was successful in Cage Warriors, and now finally representing Wales. He will finally make his debut. He will finally make that walk on Saturday. They call him the Welsh Gangster. He is Oban Elliott. He's kind enough to join us via the Magic. There he is. My man, Oban. How are you, sir?
Ariel, what an introduction that was. My God. I nearly had a tear in my eye then. That was amazing.
I love it. Well,
how are you?
I'm doing great, my friend.
I'm on top of the world.
How is it? You just came in last night. A bit of a tight squeeze there with the flight on the Tuesday night. Why didn't you come out earlier?
They booked us on the Tuesday. They know I didn't need much time to get ready for this. You know what I mean? They know I'll settle in quick. So, yeah, it was a long flight. And then the LA traffic. I should have been there about 4 p.m. local time, Los Angeles time. Pretty spun me out a bit, the time traveling. And but we were delayed on the plane, and we got an hour delay, and then the traffic, it took us like 2 hours to get to the hotel. So, but yeah, I got here about 7 o'clock last night, settled in, had a little workout, and yeah, having a little check-in, signed the poster, and yeah, it's good. It's good to be here, finally.
So, and so you say that finally. When did this dream start for you, Oban? When did you start really dreaming as a youngster that you wanted to be in the UFC? How long has it been?
It's been this dream, I'd say, since I was well, I saw Brock Lesnar in 2009, wow. When he was in the UFC. I mean, yeah, since literally I was a little kid. My dad had it was either a videotape or TV of UFC 40 with Tito Ortiz and Ken Shamrock. I think it was UFC Vendetta.
Wow.
So I saw that. And yeah, like I looked Chuck Liddell, and that was the day he knocked out Babalu. Like, I've been a fan of this game, of this company, of this sport for a very long time. And like, obviously, yeah, for the majority of my life. So when I saw old Uncle Chael, who you tip your hat to in the intro, when I saw him feuding with Anderson, when he got on the mic, when he beat Brian Stan, I just thought, so I'm this massive wrestling fan here, WWE fan I was growing up as a kid. And then you've got this guy who's like, he's like a wrestler. And I was like, that's me. I was like, that's me there, that guy on the TV. Like, that's what I've got to be. And yeah, I didn't know how I was going to get here at the time, but I told all my teachers in school, I told all my friends, and I said, I will be in the UFC one day, and I'll be chasing that belt. And here I am.
It's an unbelievable thing. Look at you. And
here I am. Do you know what I mean? Look at me now. Look at me now. So yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon to be here, mate. This is just my lifelong dream, and like, I'll tell you where it really did get deep. Documented I've lost my dad, yeah? And then when I had that vision, seeing like the great fighters on the TV, Chael, the #1 guy I just like attached to as a kid. And I always said like a promise to myself, like that UFC belt, right? When I was a kid, and you think, oh, you get the UFC belt, no problem. Obviously, there's a long road from here, still to that title. But me taking that belt and putting that by his grave kind of thing, that was the only way in my head as a young kid where I feel like I could obviously not fill that void, but try and fill it. That's the only thing that's kind of got me through that from a young age. And here I am. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking mad. It's mad. But Yeah, yeah.
I love it. What is it like now? You're living the dream. You just signed the posters. You got the bag. Probably you got your gear. You are a UFC fighter, my friend, and I know that you had the fight on Contender Series, but now you're about to fight. And you know what I love about you? You have a proper respect for the history. Not a lot of guys making their debut can tell us about UFC 136, Chael Sonnen and Brian Stann, can tell us about UFC 40. And so you recognize probably what the Honda Center is. The Honda Center has hosted some of the most iconic moments in UFC history. You're about to fight there on Saturday. What is going through your mind now? Does this feel real, or do you feel like you're living a dream?
I feel like I'm home. That's how it feels. And I felt like I was just like that kid getting held back on every single step of the way when I was a kid kickboxing in these amateur kickboxing shows. I was just like, it just isn't what I want to do it, but I want to be doing these competitions. I want to be fighting in these venues. I have to fight, don't I? I can't just walk into the UFC, but there was more pressure on me back then because I thought, like, if I can't get through this, then I'm not going to be able to get to where I want to be. So now I'm where I want to be. It's like, finally, I'm home. I'm doing what I need. I'm doing what I want to be doing, where I want to be doing it. You know, I'm not risking myself anywhere else. This is it, you know? So it's surreal. Yeah, of course it is. But it's exciting. I'm happy. And I'm ready to go out there and truly announce myself to the world. You know what I mean? And what an opportunity I've got on my hands. So, yeah.
I noticed on your arm you have the tattoo 2005. What does that signify?
That's the year my dad died. Shoo, fucking hell. Yeah, that's the year my dad died. And I had these shorts made, right? Which were like my dad's, fuck's sake. It's always going to happen. I had these shorts made, right? It's like my dad's boxing shorts when I was a kid. No, when he was boxing, I had them made the same. There was these dethroned shorts, which looked like my dad's boxing shorts. So I got these shorts made, right? But then when I got into the UFC, when I got the Contender Series, I thought, well, I'm going to go in the UFC now. I can't wear these fucking shorts. So I've got to have something in that cage on me.
Wow.
So that's where I got that.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
that's new.
That's where
you just got that.
That's pretty new. I got that. No, I got that before the Contender Series.
Right, but I mean, less than a year ago.
In the Contender Series, I couldn't wear the shorts. I couldn't wear the shorts in the Contender Series. Yeah, so because I was wearing them shorts as a homage. You know what I mean? But obviously I couldn't wear them in the Contender. So I thought, fuck, what am I going to do? You know, that's what I do. Chuck it, get it on the arms when I'm jabbing their heads in. They got a bit of pole hitting them as well. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Yeah.
I believe you were.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, man.
Sorry, the emotions there.
I appreciate it. I understand it. Nothing to be sorry about. You were 7 when he passed, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Do you have a relationship with your mother? Are you close with your mother?
Yeah. Very close. Yeah, my mother's going to be coming.
Okay. What does she have to say about seeing her boy, realize his dream? What are the emotions?
It's another mad one. You're pressing all the right buttons to make a grown man cry. Yeah, it's amazing. You know what I mean? And she was the one taking us to the kickboxing gym. When I was a kid, it was her idea to keep taking us because that's what my dad would have wanted. Because it was my dad who put us in there from little kids in the first place. You know what I mean? So this whole journey has been like a dedication to him, really. And now I'm here, and it's. My mother is obviously just like, how proud could she possibly be? Like, unbelievably proud, you know? So, what I always said was, right, for that, obviously 7, I lose my dad, terrible, right? In a just terrible way, he took his own life. You probably knew that, right? So then I'm exposed to this, like, awful, I'm exposed to things from like a little kid, which is just like, it's awful, isn't it? But then when I got this vision and I had this tunnel vision on what I wanted to do, as I said earlier, it was the only thing that I could not replace it, but that took its place, and that gave me the direction, you know. So, and my mother obviously she got me there. She got me there to the gym when I was a kid and kept me on the journey until, you know, I was old enough and big enough to ride my bike there. So yeah, it's great. I guess it is a bit of a story, isn't it?
Oh,
it's my real life. It's mad, but you know,
and
yeah.
Any fighter who has the stamp of approval from Chael is someone worth watching. And I know you reached out to him at a young age, and you would have this relationship with him on DM. Could you tell me, how old were you when you first reached out to him, and what did you say when you first reached out to him?
I would just say, Chael, I'm going to make it in the UFC one day. Please beat. I love them. I love Anderson, right? But I wanted to beat Anderson. You know? Yeah. Please beat Anderson. Please beat Anderson. We're all cheering for you. And God knows how many times I must have messaged and tweeted, and it never got to him. He never got back. But then the one day I checked it, and it was like March 2012. So it was in the run up to the rematch. Wow. He said, "Good man, chase your dreams, pal." And I didn't hear off him then until 2021. And he said, I said, "I'm chasing my dreams, Uncle Chael, I'm chasing my dreams." And he shared it saying, "I know you are. I'm watching each step you take." And that was pinned on my Twitter, but I've been banned. So yeah, mad, isn't it? It's crazy.
Have you ever met Chael?
I've never met him.
Wow.
And God only knows what that's gonna feel like when I get to shake that man's hand. You know what I mean? Insane. Insane.
I wonder if you feel any sort of extra kinship. You know, he lost his dad at a young age too. When you found out about that, did that make you feel?
Well, he sat there on his deathbed and said,
"Yeah."
When do you understand now? Like, I was like, this guy's he's like a hero, and he said, like, "When my father died, it was my promise to get the world championship. I don't care what you say. He's bigger than a world champion. He was a world champion. He won that world title when he beat Paulo Filho, for example.
Yeah.
You know, but he's become not just people. You go world champion, go walk past you across the street, but Chael Sonnen walks past you, and the street will stop. You know, and that's worth more than any belt could ever mean. So yeah, he fulfilled his promise, and I'm just about to, you know, completely fulfill mine. It's mad. Like, as you say, yeah.
By the way, why were you suspended from Twitter?
Because of that scumbag Colby Covington, that's why.
Why? Tell me, what happened?
Because of what he said about Leon's dad at the press conference, and this was before Leon went and schooled him. I tweeted saying something like, "I hope one day I get to cave your head in. Leon's going to school you tomorrow," or something. And then I woke up the next day and I was banned, and I was like, right, well, if I'm going to get banned for anything, I don't regret saying a single word of that to him.
That was it. It was just that.
That's it. Yeah. Another cage fighter telling another cage fighter, "I want to beat you up." Yeah.
Are you friends with Leon?
I am friends with Leon. I mean, like, I've trained with Leon quite a lot. So he's he's like what every world champion should be, you know what I mean? Shakes your hand in the gym, he welcomes you on the mat, he invites you to come back on the way out, kind of thing. Yeah, so I class him friends with Leon because he is the man. He is fully the man. So yeah.
That's a bummer, but at least you still have Instagram.
I still have Instagram, yeah, and if you know what I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, I don't mind. I'm sure they'll let me back home one day. Yeah. Every gangster when they sign up for the life, right? Every gangster when they sign up for the life, they got to be ready to go to jail, haven't they?
That's right. So, and you are the Welsh gangster.
I'm doing a little stint.
Have you always been the Welsh gangster ever since your pro debut?
I've always been the Welsh gangster. I'm not sure when they decided to call me in the octagon, but yeah.
Okay, I love it.
The Welsh gangster. Yeah, it's cool, man.
Speaking of which, we were talking about Chael and whatnot, and I would love for you to meet him someday. And
imagine.
Maybe that day is just in a couple of days. He's not here live, But we do have a message from the American Gangster to you. Take a look at this, Oban.
My ace. Huh? Congratulations. Making it this far, as I've told you many times, has been no surprise. But what you might not know is I will be there live, cheering you on from one gangster to another. You made all of us very proud, making it this far, but the journey just began. Let's get the win this weekend, stud. Good luck.
How about that, my man? How great is that? Chael P in attendance on Saturday.
Oh, my God. He's going to be there. Wow. My God. I can't put into words what that is, how you have just made me feel. Ariel, thank you. My God. Chael, thank you. Oh, my God. Wow. That's unbelievable. I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
I love it.
Thank you so much for getting that across. He's got the message. He had the message. And I will get the job done. And it's a perfect time to quote the man himself. No matter how I'm feeling, happy, sad, scared, fear, not one of those is going to get a judge to mark my name. This is what will mark my name. And I'll make sure I get it done. Action.
Just so you know,
100%.
I didn't have to explain to him he knew exactly. He sent that to me within 20 seconds. Just so you know.
That is insane.
And he was happy to do it. And I didn't know when I reached out that he would be there on Saturday, but I love it. Wouldn't it be something? Could he walk you out? Could Chael P walk you out? Or is that too much?
Well, 100% he could walk me out. I mean, I'll try and get that sorted. It's up to him, obviously, but of course he can walk me out. Of course he can.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I mean, you on the microphone, him being there. It's gonna. Someone on your team needs to have the cameras rolling when you meet him for the first time, whenever that is. It will happen.
Yeah,
because I want to see it.
I'll make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna meet the man. Yeah, you got to see it. Well, it's a shame we can't get you in town.
Yeah, well, I have to be here, but I do want to ask you, Oban.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was all of this almost a never was? Did you not have like a heart problem that almost derailed your entire career?
I did, yes.
What happened there?
You're damn right about that. Well, basically, I was born with. Before we just
okay,
are we just gonna glaze over Chael talking to me on a video there? Are we just gonna glaze? He just sat there on his phone and said.
I don't know. By the way, why was it so dark? I was going to ask him, like, are you in a cave or something? What's going on over there, Chael? But
he was probably in the car. Wow,
crazy,
Uncle
right?
Chael, thank you. Yes, mate. Now I feel like I'm dreaming. Right? Now I'm dreaming. Right. Thank you for getting that arranged, Ariel.
I will send it to you as well. I will send it to you, and you could rewatch it over and over.
Thank you so much, mate.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much, mate. So the heart thing, right? I was born with this condition, right? And it's not. I have zero symptoms of it today, but I'm born with a rare. It's like pre-excitation syndrome is the full term. It's quite a long term. I think that's like the easier term to like explain. But it's just like an electrical thing that. It's like when I was a kid, I got diagnosed with it, but I had no idea about it. I paid no attention to it. And I cut to 155. And basically afterwards, after the fight, I had to fight. And after the fight, I went for an x-ray because my rib was hurting. So I went for an x-ray. They took me on an ECG because it was on the left-hand side. And then they basically read my ECG was absolutely, it was all over the place. And they were like, what do you do for a living? Is this your financial thing? We don't think we could ever do this again. And I was like, it was just so, I was 22 at the time, which I like to take on board. But basically, I was told I could never fight again. And I thought that was the case for months. That my coaches were saying, like, you can still get your jiu-jitsu black belt, you can do competitions, you can still stay in the gym. It was just and then I come back to my natural weight. They strapped me up with monitors for a couple of weeks. And when I come to my natural weight, which was a lot bigger than 155, they were like each time we went back for a ECG or EKG, as you guys call it, I think it was like it become more and more stable until it was just completely normal. So then basically I have a condition where if I'm in a severely ill thing, like a severe ill condition, like I've lost a lot of weight, you know what I mean? Like it could happen, you know, but it's under control. I have no issues, but I take no medication. It was just something as simple as I lost such a big amount of weight in a fast amount of time. And my body was just like, oh, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm good now. I'm totally good. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Glad to hear. Val Woodburn is the opponent. How do you feel about this man? What do you know about him? How do you fancy your chances against him?
What do you think about him, Mario?
Well, he took that fight on very short notice.
It doesn't matter what you think. Yes!
I walked right into it. I walked right into it. I loved it too. I loved everything about it.
Look, Val Woodburn, right? Val Woodburn. I could see you. Like, is he going to get with it? Is he going to get with it?
It's fine. I'm happy to partake.
Yeah, no, it's come on. You know the business. Val Woodburn, look, I have nothing. I think the world of him. Look, he's fighting that Bo Nickel on a couple of days' notice, and he's getting in the cage. He's training full time in the hardest sport in the world. So I don't have a bad word to say about the guy. He's my biggest fight of my life. He's my toughest test to date, whatever you want to call him. It's going to be a fight to the death in my eyes.
Are you nervous?
You know? You saw my last fight. It doesn't matter what I'm feeling, because this is what will get me through. You know what I mean? But to be honest, mate, no, I'm enjoying myself. Like, it's a shame a couple of clouds just appear, but we had perfect blue skies. I'm jacked.
Yes.
Laid up in a beautiful hotel. Just got all my UFC stuff. Hey, I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream. And you know, this is what I do, mate. So when I'm in that octagon, something comes over me. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm sure I'll be scared in the changing rooms like everybody else is. I'm sure I'll get the odd butterfly as the day goes on, but no worse than he's getting. You know what I mean? He's going through it too. And I always watch that video where Chael puts the 2x4, says about the 2x4, then he puts it on the ladders in the 2x4, and everybody's scared to walk through it, like in the Ultimate Fighter, you know. What? Because you take your t-shirt off, you chuck a referee in there, chuck in Uncle Dana, the same dance. You know what I mean? So I'm just ready to go, man. This is my calling in life.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
I love it. And anyone who is a member of Team Shaky Shore is a friend of ours here. What a legend he is, and he's in good spirits, good health. Everything's okay.
Yeah, he's brand new. He's laid up on the chair there, looking for a new Samsung on eBay. His phone's playing up. Come say hello. Come say hello, man. Come say hello.
Come say hello, Shaky. There he is, the legend. How are you, sir?
How are we doing? But I can't hear you because
he can't hear you.
He won't be able to hear you anyway. He's going to see now.
Okay. Well, I love it. And
I'm still here and I'm still alive, Ariel. So life is good.
Yeah, he's all good.
Amen. I love it. By the way, Rock, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, you watching all of this stuff, or are you done with the wrestling?
Oh my God! Can you believe? Am I done with the wrestling? I'm watching it all. Are you watching it? What do you think of it?
It's tremendous. It's theater.
Mate, and I was on a plane over here. Right? I was watching that Cody Rhodes match and Roman Reigns last year, and I forgot how good it was. Like, what a match that was! And the fact, you know, it's easy to forget when they bring in The Rock and he starts chopping it up on the microphone. It's easy to forget how good that match was. And Cody's become a bigger star with all of this. And The Rock, the way he got in his face and said, "Talk about his family. You're talking about my family." Oh my God, unbelievable! Cinema. Yeah, I'm watching it all, man.
By the way, why didn't you go down that path as opposed to why didn't you try to be a pro wrestler? Because
this is it's all part of the plan.
Okay.
It's all part of the plan. And why do you think? I ask you this: why do you say why didn't I be a pro wrestler? Right? Why do you think the Welsh Gangster gets signed at the same time WWE and UFC form TKO?
Ah,
Yes.
you're the thread. You're the common bond.
I cannot confirm,
Wow.
nor can I deny.
You're gonna be
That's why. That's why. Think about this. Why am I on the aerial? Why am I on the biggest show in MMA before I've even made the Octagon debut? Why am I debuting on such an outstanding pay-per-view card? Do you know what I mean? This is all part of the plan.
I love it, my friend. Well, I wish you nothing but the best. Good luck on Saturday. We're rooting for you. We're pulling for you. Chael will be there. All the stars are aligning for you, my friend. Long overdue. So great to have you on. I was waiting for this moment, and you smashed it right out of the park. So go get the job done.
Thank you so much, Ariel. Thank you, brother.
And we'll talk to you on the
Means
other
the world,
end.
mate. Thank you. Thank you, mate. It means the world. See you after.
There he is, the Welsh gangster himself, Oban Elliott. We've had a lot of great debuts on this program. This one up there. I would say this one up there.
That was amazing.
How great is that guy? Do you not want to just root for? I want to run through a wall for that guy. My one sort of regret is that I wish we had him on the screen when he saw Chael on the screen. Did you see his reaction there?
Oh, we saw his reaction.
Unbelievable. That was amazing. I love the love and admiration that he has for Chael. I just looked down at the screen here and I was like, oh wow, there's pink. I forgot. I kind of like the pink. Am I crazy?
No.
The look of love is in your... What about that guy, GC, Oban Elliott?
It was amazing. I mean, the reaction to the Chael stuff was top notch. 10 out of 10. Energy. Team Shore too. That means a lot.
Team Shore, we love them.
Yeah.
We love them. Is it what is the line?
Big favorite, -310.
-310.
Elliott versus the returning Val Woodburn.
Took that fight on short notice against Bo Nickel, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Golly, if he could get the win and he could get the finish.
Gets the finish.
Gets on the microphone.
On the cage. There's Chael. The gangsters hugging it out.
The gangsters unite.
It'd be great. It'd be great.
That would be tremendous. Great. I just love when there are stories like that, when there are moments like that, and when there are guys who just have emotion and get it. Now you want to root for this guy. Now you want to back him. Now you want to see him succeed. And with so many events, with so many cards, with so many fights, so many shows, these are the types of characters that will stick out. Now he's got to do the job. He's got to win. And he's been winning a lot as of late. He's won his last 5 in a row, including that Contender Series win. He is a product of the Cage Warriors system. This will be his first fight outside of Cage Warriors. Obviously, Contender Series I kind of consider sort of quasi-UFC. 2 losses on the record, but like I said, he has won 5 in a row, and he has not lost since 2021. Bigger stage. This will by far be the most amount of people that will have seen him live, without a doubt. But I don't think the level of competition, even though Val Woodburn was undefeated when he took that fight against Bo Nickel, I don't think this is a massive step up in competition. It's a massive step up in terms of his, in terms of the stage, in terms of the stakes, in terms of the nerves, in terms of everything that's going on, in terms of, I'm sure Chael being there will add a certain level of anxiety as well. But for the most part, I would say that this, in terms of the test, isn't a massive, massive step up for him.